Peace and love, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Sheldon, and I help people ascend their consciousness and discover the path to enlightenment. Now, I hope you guys are having a wonderful, glorious, beautiful day, and I am sending a lot of love, a lot of healing, positive energy through this camera right now out to you guys, and I hope you guys are feeling that. Please pay that forward once again. Remember, energy is contagious, so always go out and shine your light. Always go out and help your neighbor, because it goes a long way in life, guys. Now, today we're going to discuss more esoteric topics, the five-dimensional Earth split, the 5D new Earth, and what they don't want you to know. Now, if you guys are watching this, it's more than likely that you know about this 5D Earth split, this new Earth, this new consciousness, this great awakening, and it is a very exciting time to be alive. Now, if you guys don't know about this fifth dimensional Earth shift, I'm going to summarize it really quickly here. So essentially what's been happening in 2020, well, since 2012, but this year has been we have seen a rapid growth in the consciousness of the planet, and in turn the consciousness of the beings of the planet, so the souls of the planet, you and I, have we've started to raise our consciousness, we've started to raise our awareness, and through that awareness we've become more awake to what's really going on, more awake to the illusions that have been casted over us our whole entire lives to lead us to believe that we're not as powerful as we truly are. So this has been going on for quite some time now, and that's why the term the Great Awakening has been thrown around. That's why you hear this 5D Earth split, and essentially what's happening is, for the first time in the history of the universe, our Earth is literally splitting apart from itself, just like a cell would, and creating a new Earth. And again, this information is a little bit hard to understand and perceive through the five senses in the basic human mind, but once you look inside of yourself and you go out and do your research, like I researched Dolores Cannon a lot, Eckhart Tolle, all these people talk about the new Earth, and Dolores Cannon was able to put over 3,000 patients into deep hypnosis, and she was able to access a part of their mind where she was able to tap into infinite intelligence, if you will. She was able to access information about our history, how the Earth was formed, the universe, all of it. And she has 22 books, so I highly suggest you go out and research her if some of this information doesn't make a lot of sense. And think beyond the five senses, guys. Think beyond the five senses, because what they don't want you to know is beyond, right? They just want you to keep in your bubble. They want you to stay within your five senses, stay within what they are telling you and what they are teaching you. And that's strictly right here. So if you watch the news all the time, if you surround yourself with negative people who tell you certain things about how the world is and what's going on, then that's going to be your reality. But if you start to look outside and start to really expand your awareness and expand your consciousness, then these things start to make sense to you. They start to resonate within your soul. And when things resonate within your soul, that means it's truth. It means that you've once known that wisdom, or always known that wisdom. You're just being reminded of it. So what's happening right now makes a lot of sense. And the Mayans knew that 2020, the 2012 calendar is actually 2020. June 18th is when it ended, and that just means a lifting of the veil. A new paradigm is being built. So they knew this new Earth was coming. They knew that this is going to be a pivotal time in history, and this is the biggest moment in the history of the universe, essentially. Like this, they say that a planet has never gone through something like this, but it had to go through this because there's been essentially we've been destroying it, and there's been beings on this planet that have kept us controlled, and then manipulated us and kept us essentially in slavery. And essentially everything you see in the media is structured and a certain type of agenda in order to keep your vibration very low, because they don't want you to know that if you raise your vibration, if you expand your consciousness, you're going to be able to step into this new earth. Think of it like this. So the earth is splitting apart. So here's the old earth and here's the new earth. And the new earth vibrates at an incredibly high frequency. Its consciousness is very elevated, right? So only the beings that match that certain frequency are going to be able to go with the new earth. And the people that are still caught up in their karma, very negative, living in their old ways, are going to stay back in the old earth. So what they are trying to do is keep as many souls as possible back in the old ways and keep them in bondage, because when you continue your karmatic cycle, you are in bondage to this plane. Your soul is in bondage to this plane. Once again, I know this is very esoteric information, very out there, if you will, but once again, if you look inside of yourself, these things will start to make more sense to you. If you start to meditate, if you start to become one with nature, become one with your true essence. Remember, guys, you are an eternal spiritual being having a temporary human experience. This mask right here isn't your true authentic self. You only find your true authentic self when you look within, and that's what they don't want you to know. That's what they have been hiding from you your whole entire lives. They have given you this illusion, this mask, and people take this mask and they want to impress other people, and they do things to make other people happy and just impress them, and what it does is it hurts you in the long run, right? So you need to be less identified with your mask and more identified with your inner world and your true essence, and then you can go out and help people in the right ways and not do things to impress people, and live in your true authentic nature. Do things that resonate with you, do things that fill your heart, that fill your soul. I love going out and helping people. I love going out and spreading this word and spreading this message, because I want to take as many people with me as possible, because this new earth is going to be absolutely beautiful. They've talked about it through ancient societies for thousands and thousands of years. Like, all these advanced ancient societies knew that this would happen. They all knew that this would happen. This is where I'm getting this information from. I research societies that were far more advanced than we are, and I don't take the official narrative and believe that. I always go out and do my own research and draw my own conclusions. Like, in a world that is completely abundant with information, I believe that if you dismiss a certain topic without going out and doing your own research and just believing everything you're told, that is the highest form of ignorance there is, right? So always go out and do your own research. Don't just take my word for it. What I can just suggest to you guys is if you look inside of yourselves, turn your attention inward, start to raise your vibration, you're going to start to see these things. So what they really don't want you to know is that if you continue to raise your vibration, if you continue to spread love and good energy, you're going to be able to step into this new earth, a new earth of freedom, abundance, peace, harmony with all that is, instead of staying back in this old earth, which is about manipulation, slavery, control. Like, think about the earth and the world that we live in right now. That is what it's all about. You got to go to work every single day just to pay your mortgage or rent and food bills, and then you get to go out on the weekend. Like, it is literally a continuous cycle of slavery. That's all it is. And there's no reason that it should be like this. It was never like this in the history of the world. It was never like this, ever. So we have to realize why this is happening and who is controlling us and why they are controlling us and what they're hiding from us. And this time is pivotal right now. It's a very pivotal time. So the old paradigm is dying. The Mayan calendar ending on June 18th, 2020 just means the lifting of the veil. Apocalypsis means lifting of the veil, derived from the Greek word. So it's a very important time right now for you guys to raise your dominant vibration, for you to be out in nature more, to look inside of yourselves, to spread a lot of love and good energy, because that's just what you're going to get in return. And then you're going to be able to come along on this new earth, and that's exactly what they don't want you to know. So Very, very important, guys, just to turn your attention inward, look inside of yourselves, do your research, go outside of your five senses, go outside of the limitations that you're setting in your mind, and believe anything is possible, and then everything will be possible for your life. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to say today, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. If you did, press that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But for now, we'll part ways. So peace, love, and have a glorious day. Woo! You know it's coming. That 5D Earth is coming. Let's all step into it, and step into it with love. Peace.